Greetings, everyone. I'm John Murphy, and today I'm with Dr. Bobby Belmonte from Maximized Living. We've talked in earlier videos about the 5 essentials of maximized living and the importance of balance in the way we live and go about our lives. Today we're going to zero in on essential number 2, which is maximized nerve supply. That communication system that's going on in all of our bodies between the brain and every cell and every tissue in the body. So with that, I'm going to turn over to Dr. Bobby and let him walk through a case example and explain just how vital this essential is. All right, Dr. Bobby?
Yeah, thanks, John. Your brain is the supercenter of everything. It controls every function of every cell in your body 100% of the time. And most of us have just assumed that it could do that. But what we're learning is that the brain depends on your spine and your nerves in order to carry out those messages or to carry those signals to your vital organs or to your muscles. And so we want to just simply evaluate. If we could evaluate whether or not the nerve going to your heart was damaged, when would you want to know? When would you want to know that the nerve that controls your heart was damaged? And so one of the things that we do on an initial intake or an evaluation is test the nerves for function. And if we see damage in the nerve, we become concerned right away because it is how the body works. Your brain really needs to be able to communicate to the organs effectively, but if there's trouble inside of the nervous system, then we've got to figure out why. And so what we'll do is if we do determine that the spine and nerves are damaged, we'll take x-rays. And I want to talk to you about a young boy, 9 years old. We met him through one of our Raising Healthy Family workshops, and the boy was suffering from attention deficit disorder, ADHD. He just wasn't able to focus in school, and so his doctors have him on not one but 2 different medications for it. And then he's also very anxious, and so he's also taking an antidepressant. And there's more than 5 million kids under the age of 13 right now in the United States taking medications like that for those same very reasons. But what we want to look at is if we can determine what's causing his inability to focus, we can then provide a solution to him that would involve him getting better, becoming less dependent upon medication, and him then being able to reclaim his life naturally. And that's sustainable. And so when we saw the curve in the neck was starting to bend in the wrong direction, this is Lucas. And so what happened here was his neck was damaged during a birthing process, and 9 years later he's in that first stage of degeneration. I don't know if you can see the neck's bending in the wrong direction, and that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the spinal cord and the nerves. Think about it like a banana. If you take a banana and you're going to straighten the banana without breaking the peel, right, you're going to have to squish whatever's on the inside of the banana, and the same thing happens here to your spinal cord. And so what we did is we took him through 4 months of intensive care to structurally change the spine, almost no different than how your orthodontist will put braces on your teeth to straighten them. Same thing here. However, we're not using braces, but we do work very hard to structurally change the spine. Therefore, we can change the way that the nerves function and communicate to the body. And when we do that, the body is intelligent. It'll heal itself. It already knows what to do. It just needs no interference. And so on the right, you can see the curve has been restored. This is just after 4 months of intensive spinal corrective care based on the work that we're doing in our offices around the globe. But at the end of the day, if you've never had your spine or nervous system tested for function, it's something that's vital. You have to. I read a study just a few weeks ago that showed the average person waits until they're 47 years old before they test the spine and nervous system for function. And think about that. If you had damage on the nerve going to your heart, same question that we asked earlier. The question is when would you want to know? And so making decisions based on how you function versus how you feel is what I'm finding, John, to be one of the best ways to take care of yourself because it keeps it objective.
Well, I got to tell you, I didn't come in to get my spine assessed properly till I was 55. So imagine that. And the thing is of the 5 essentials, and I've been very conscious and focused on the other four, I didn't really even know about this second essential and how critically important it is. So when I came in and got my assessment, right away I discovered, with your help, just a number of things that I needed to work on and change to avoid problems down the road. So this is very proactive, which I think is so important.
And one thing I want to close with, so Lucas, in this shot here, is off all of his medication. He's getting A's and B's in school. He's got his whole life back, and that's exactly why we do what we do.
Let's finish with a quote from Hippocrates, the father of medicine, who said, "Look well to the spine for the cause of disease." This is essential number 2. This is Dr. Bobby Belmonte with Maximize Living. I'm John Murphy. We're here to help. God bless.